All the teachers really care about you. They're really willing to deal with kids if they're having a hard day. The teachers are really great here, and they're always really kind.
To walk into this building as a child and to be greeted with teachers that truly know you. I mean, these teachers really know these children. They spend more time talking about children in their classroom than anything. And you know how they're meeting that child's needs and meeting each child where they need to be met, socially, emotionally, academically. And I can't think of a better way to be a child than to have that. To be so secure with the adults that are around you and the friends that are around you, and to know that you're safe and loved and truly known, there's nothing better.
My wife and I chose Marylhurst because of the culture that's created here, and that's attributed to the people at Marylhurst. A school is just a collection of people, and it's those people who have done so much here for our kids and so many other kids who have come through the school before. And the physical environment is a reflection of that, and that's why the physical environment can immediately give off some really strong cues to parents like us that this is the right place. And then when you meet the people, it's phenomenal that the people seal the deal. It's a great community for our kids and ourselves.
My kids come home from Marylhurst actually more excited to learn and explore. They do not come home exhausted, just wanting to flop on the couch. They come home ready to write stories and make up stories and continue to play and craft and explore their world. And I like that. I like that school actually is a springboard for being adventurous in life and not just a thing you do and then you come home exhausted.
When somebody gets hurt, the kids always come over and check on you, and the teachers pick one of the kids to take you up to the office, and sometimes they stay with you while you're healing.
Our job really is, I can't say this enough, it's really watching, observing, documenting, going and questioning, figuring out ways to extend that idea, bringing commonalities together, so when we see an overarching theme like, again, maybe it's construction.
They get to explore, and they're allowed to explore. They're not told to sit down and do your lesson. They're encouraged to question and discover. In first grade, in the Meadowlarks class, when my daughter was in there, they were studying bridges, and she walks out on the playground and just finds a log out there. She says, well, I'm gonna go make a bridge. And the kids start to see what she's trying to do. So they run over and say, are you building a bridge? She goes, yeah, and they go, let me help. And the next thing you know, there's 5 kids dragging this giant log across the thing. Everybody's getting muddy, everybody's doing great. And then they finally get the log in place, and then they start building the landscaping around it and bringing out, pretend cars and things like that to go over it. And a whole story develops around it. And that's the thing that I love about this. Where else do you get kids that are encouraged to explore that way in their playtime to practice what they're learning? I came in after school that day, and it's just mud from here to here on her jacket. I was like, what'd we learn today?
What I loved for my own kids and love about being here is I love knowing the families. I love feeling that I'm part of a team, and I love knowing the children as deeply as I do that walk through my door.
I love the identity of being part of Marylhurst. I'm very comfortable in a philosophy-driven school. When I came to Marylhurst and we really talked about why we do what we do, I knew that I found a school. I love a school where the faculty, we can just talk and analyze forever about every pedagogical aspect of the school. And you have to be a thinker to teach at Marylhurst. That really appeals to me, that everything we do is deliberate. There's no indeliberate decisions made.
The teachers are really good, and they like get assignments just right up your alley.
What really took me when I came here was how caring the staff were. My daughter, she was very shy. She didn't make eye contact. She wouldn't speak or sit in a group. So we came here because within minutes of meeting Teacher Elizabeth and Teacher Shauna, I knew that they saw her for who she was. They literally could see the beautiful little girl that she was, and immediately were on board with that journey. By the end of the year, she had a very good friend. She was sitting in group at circle time. She was contributing. She, she blossomed. She absolutely blossomed, and she learned to trust these people. Every person here has committed to my daughter on a level that I've never asked them to. This is how it should be for kids. This place, this the way the academics are structured in the curriculum and the ratios in the school, the classroom, the way the teachers have thought so much about every small thing that your child might touch and what that might inspire in them. Every child should come to Marylhurst. Why wouldn't you come to Marylhurst?
People choose to commit some monies, to this endeavor for their children, or they don't. And so at the end of it, at the end of a year or two or four like us, you can look back and you say, was it worth it? Was that a good use of our monies? And I can say without hesitation that it was, that there's great value here.
The teachers are incredible. Yeah, they really love the kids, and just seeing how much work they do and how inspired they are, and I think that translates to the kids being inspired too. I don't think you can have teachers that are uninspired and have kids that are inspired, and so you see it up here and then therefore you see it down there with the kids.
We say all the time around here, it takes a village to raise a child. And that's the approach that we are taking to raising children, as parents, as faculty, as anybody that's involved in this community. And so as a staff member, I feel like I have responsibility to every child that's here. And in terms of as they move up through the program, who's staying with us and what the best placement is for them and what's just going to be the best thing for that child to do. And we all, in all of the meetings and all of the decision making, always have the kids' best interests at heart. And first, we think about the kids first.
Their whole self is honored here. The way that they think, the way that they learn, the way that they express themselves. They're allowed to make mistakes. They're allowed to make repairs. They're allowed to be curious. They're allowed to be joyful. Wherever they are, that's where they're met. I think it takes an incredible place to do that for learners. And I think that's what makes us exceptional at this school.